Hi,
Hi, Karishma. Hi, how are you?
very well. How are you?
I'm great too. Do you want to wait a couple of minutes so people
Yeah,
start
we'll
joining?
just wait for a few people to join in and then we can
Yeah,
probably start.
sure.
Wow, the weather's been like really crazy for the last couple of days. It's just like I've
Yeah,
not seen the sun. In fact, so I was in Delhi for about a
hmm
month, and since I'm back, I think I came back on the 19th. I don't think I've seen the sun at all.
Yeah, I've heard it's very bad.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
just like really gloomy outside. If I open, it's just gray.
I'm talking out of Chennai, and the weather's just been very moody here. One day it's extremely hot, next day it's raining, so we don't know what's happening.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I think now we can just quickly start and just
Sure.
figure what we want to talk about.
Yeah, great. So, hello everybody. Welcome to another Live with Labels. I'm Ananya, and I'm super excited to be in conversation with Karishma Gulati. And hopefully, we can share some valuable insights with all of you. So, a little bit about LynkTown. So, imagine a community where creativity, passion, and collaboration are the ultimate fashion trends. That's precisely what we have nurtured here in LynkTown, a thriving hub where designers and brands can come together and network, learn, and grow. So, LinkedIn is basically your go to social commerce platform, and our goal is to empower designers and brands by leveraging the potential of social selling, enabling them to connect to a broader audience. So, whether you're an aspiring designer or an established D2C brand, LinkedIn is just the place for you. So, allow me to introduce you to the incredibly talented designer and stylist, Karishma Gulati. So, based in Mumbai, her journey in the fashion world has been nothing short of remarkable. She honed her skills by studying at NIFT in the Design Spark in Mumbai and made a significant mark in the Bollywood film industry, contributing her creative vision to numerous successful films such as Ek Villain, Veere the Wedding, and many more. Yeah, yeah, hi. I think we lost you for a second. Yeah.
Yeah. The network, thanks to the
Yeah,
rain.
yeah, no issues, no issues. Yeah, we're good to go then. So I'll just continue where I left off. We were just talking a little bit about LinkedIn. So our basic goal is to empower designers and brands by enabling them to leverage the potential of social selling and letting them connect with a broader audience. So if you're an aspiring designer or an established brand, LinkedIn is your place to go to reach people. So a little bit about Karishma Gulati. So she has an incredible journey in the fashion world and is nothing short of remarkable. She honed her skills by studying design at NIFT Mumbai and has made a significant impact in the Bollywood film industry. And she has provided her creative insights into successful films such as Ek Villain, Veere the Wedding, and many more. And not only that, her work extends to the South Indian film industry as well. So her impeccable taste in fashion has earned her opportunities to design and style various famous personalities in the entertainment industry. And not only that, recently, in addition to her stellar career, she has also embarked on a beautiful journey of motherhood, just adding another dimension to her truly inspiring life. So we're really honored to have you here today, Karishma.
Thank you.
So how have you
Thank
been?
you. I've been great. In fact, I was working through my pregnancy. I
Mm-hmm.
worked post I delivered for a couple of weeks as well. And, I feel that my styling career has been it's like a parallel running with my personal
Mm-hmm.
life, and my baby has been
Definitely.
through that journey. Like since the time I got pregnant, I've been just continuously, not even a day went by when I
Wow.
was sitting at home alone. And I was every day at work, something or the other just kept happening. And I feel extremely blessed that I could do that. And,
Mm-hmm.
right from the beginning, like literally right from when I incepted her, she has
Mm-hmm.
understood that the role of a lady is not just restricted to the house. They are also out
Definitely.
there and, working for themselves. And it's not out of any need, it's out of their own passion and their own wants and, what they choose to be. So I feel
Mm-hmm.
really blessed that I've been surrounded by people who were ready to work with a pregnant lady, because otherwise the kind of stress that our department goes through while we are working
Mm-hmm.
on a particular project, it's not very advisable, and a lot of people don't feel very
Right.
safe. but I had like great mentors and I had great people that I was working around, and they were like more than happy to have me on board, and I feel really blessed.
That's really nice. And I think it's very important for your daughter and also women everywhere to see that women can achieve so much even through their phases of their life. And it is very
Yeah,
important to see these role
it's
models.
all about if they really believe in doing something, if they really
Hmm.
want to achieve something, they can do it at, whether it is, I mean, whether they are ailing, whether they are not well, or whether
Hmm.
they are pregnant, or even after delivery. I mean, I'm really thankful to my team also that really had my back. But I feel women, as I mean, I'm not being a feminist here, as even men, but I men do not, unfortunately, don't experience, motherhood
Hmm.
and pregnancy. So I would say that, women really have the strength to multitask.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely. And I think that's really great that you're putting that message out there, either subconsciously or consciously. It's very important for people to look up to people like you.
No, thank you.
So just taking a kind of direction that way. So, as a fashion designer, how would you define your role in society? And now, especially that you're a new mom, do you think that your perspective has changed on how you want to impact society?
See, I have become slightly more thoughtful, and like I'm more aware of my choices now. I
Hmm.
want to look at sustainability slightly more, and
Right.
how I'm offering things to the society.
Hmm.
I'm not crazily buying new stuff. I'm looking at
Hmm.
people who are wanting to rehome their things. I'm wanting to rehome what I bought extra, or like things that are not really going in favor of what I believe in.
Right.
So yes, definitely my perspective towards society has changed. As a designer, I feel that it's not just me; it's an overall
Hmm.
movement right now. We are all working towards, like a green environment, like a green earth. We're trying to preserve as much as possible. Everybody's
Hmm.
looking at that. But at the same time, let me be very honest. We have a very large percentage of society that probably cannot afford. The more we get
Definitely.
into sustainable stuff, the more expensive it becomes, because
Right.
obviously people are here to make money. I mean, at the end of the day, we are all working for that, right? I mean,
Hmm.
money is the core thing at the end of the day.
Hmm.
So the more sustainable it becomes, the more expensive it becomes, and a lot of people still want to do fast fashion because it's easier
Hmm.
to access, and it's also like much cheaper in comparison to if
Definitely.
I've grown it organically, or if I've made it with zero waste and all of that. So everything incurs a cost. So definitely the society is moving towards like a green movement, but and so am I. But I mean, there's still a lot of work to be done.
Yeah, I think you're absolutely right in that. Especially that even I think a lot of me and a lot of my peers as well, we do look at a lot of sustainable options, but a lot of times it just doesn't seem feasible or worth the cost. And I think a lot of brands that
Yeah.
are going towards this, it is a slow but very steady change that is happening in the industry for
Yeah.
sure. Yeah. Now, diving into a little bit about your women's collection and things, we've noticed that a lot of bold and active prints are like really akin to your collection. So, where do you find inspiration for such prints and things like that?
See, inspiration, I absolutely feel that inspiration is everywhere. I mean,
Hmm.
someday it could be my mood, someday it could be something that I've seen, something, it could be, I mean, a dream. It can be literally anywhere. I can take an inspiration from a conversation with my team, with, something that I'm eating. It could be just anything that can, that just hits you. You understand, okay, that, yeah, this is the vibe that I'm looking for. And
Hmm.
then you start accessing that. Of course, we as stylists and designers, we need to look at what is trending, what
Hmm.
is again, what kind of message do we want to put forward in front of the society and the audience that we have, and the viewers that we have. But
For sure.
yeah, I mean, it is like a blend of everything. It is also the person that I'm styling, their body type, their complexion, what
Hmm.
suits them, what they would love to carry, what will make them happy, what will make me happy. So it's a blend of a lot of things, and also what is
For
accessible
sure.
in the given time, because our time frames that we work in are like really crazy. So
Right.
so that is also like one major point that we need to look at. So
Hmm.
as far as inspiration is concerned, it can come from literally anywhere. You just have to
Hmm.
be open to any idea that hits you, comes across. Be observant, look at things. Yeah.
Talking about inspiration, like for instance, in V-Ready Wedding, like there were a multitude of personalities that you were
Yeah.
styling in terms of how they were, and that broke a lot of stereotypes in terms of their dressing and the way they were carrying themselves in the movie. So, what kind of stereotypes are you trying to break in your personal style or with your designs that you're doing?
See, I'm honestly not sending any particular message when I'm
Mm-hmm.
styling. I am just wanting, like, so we did the wedding, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'll just want to reiterate there that Ria was styling the four girls and
Mm-hmm.
I was styling the secondary cast. And
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I absolutely look up to Ria Kapoor. I mean, she's great as a person, as a human being, and as a stylist. And when I sat with her for the first meeting, she told me one thing which I have stood by till date, that
Mm-hmm.
just have fun. Just enjoy what you're doing. Just have fun. Go crazy if you want to, but just enjoy yourself. And that is
Definitely.
what I feel that should be done. I mean, you should enjoy your work. We work really hard. The hours are erratic. We have no personal space. We have no personal time. And I'm being very honest about this. So
Mm-hmm.
all that we can do is have fun with your work and just nichodo all your creative juices so that you can just have fun. And that is all that I'm trying to do always. I mean,
Great.
whether it is a personal styling opportunity,
Mm-hmm.
or whether if I'm working on a film, whether if I'm doing a party for some celebrity, it is always about, okay, let's do something out of the box. Let's try and have fun as much as we can.
That's great. I think that also really comes out in the way people dress as well,
Yeah.
the thought that goes behind it. So
Yeah.
that's great.
Because that'll make them comfortable. The vibe is different. There's a different
Mm-hmm.
energy when you come together to put looks together, and then the whole space becomes a happy space.
Right. Definitely. So you style multitudes of people. How would you describe your own personal style when you're just doing it for yourself?
So I would say, which was also, I remember, which was a theme for my baby shower, and my assistants were laughing
That's
at that.
adorable.
I feel cute glam is my space. I love
Mm-hmm.
glam, but at the same time, I wanted to be cute. I don't want to go like full red carpety always,
Mm-hmm.
but I want that one element which always stands out, and of course,
Definitely.
comfort is the key. You should always be comfortable in what you're wearing. I don't believe in pain is gain.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel you should be comfortable, you should feel happy, and you should have that one element that makes you stand out.
Great. I think that's really coming off in your outfit today as well with the shirt and statement earrings. You're
Yeah, I
really
think
sending
it's
the
it's always
message.
going to be either a colored eyeliner, or it's
Mm-hmm.
going to be like statement earrings, or it's going to be like something. I'll do my nails differently. So yeah, there's always going to be one element. So cute glam is what I swear by.
Awesome. Great. So, we a lot of brands talk about how collaboration is definitely very, very important in the industry between designers, between the people you're styling and you. So, can you share your favorite collaboration that was very impactful for you in your journey?
Yeah, so I had done one collab with Pichika. That's
Mm-hmm.
this beautiful hand painted, a brand from Jaipur.
Oh, lovely.
She Urvashi is the designer, and she had
Mm-hmm.
sent me this beautiful black sari which had those white flowers, hand painted, and it had some
Okay.
zari work on it. That I really enjoyed working with.
Mm-hmm.
And otherwise, to be very honest, collaborations, I have done so many. It'll be very
Mm-hmm.
difficult for me to choose which one is my favorite, because everything brings a different element when they
Of
approach
course.
me, or when I approach them for a
Mm-hmm.
collaboration. Every designer has a different element. It has a different space. And even if I'm collaborating with designers for films,
Mm-hmm.
the characters are different. So everything, I believe, brings a very different kind of an aspect. So it'll be different to choose, very difficult for me to choose. But for a personal collaboration, I think the one that I did with Pichika, the black sari, it really stood out for me.
That's really nice. Also, like speaking of collaborations, like you work a lot in the Bollywood industry,
Yeah.
especially we've seen that you've worked a lot with Ritesh Deshmukh and Genelia D'Souza Deshmukh. So we've come over the years, we've seen that people like these have like a lot of personal style that comes with them as well. So how does it feel to style people that have their own self or a very strong established personal style?
So like I said, I've been really blessed to be working around people who have always been very open about what I bring to the table, and that's why I am
Mm-hmm.
on the panel of their personal entourage, because in what I'm bringing to them
Mm-hmm.
is always has a certain weightage to them, because I they know
Right.
that I will understand that what is it that they don't want. That is very important
Right.
to understand. What is it that
Mm-hmm.
this person, as a person, Genelia ma'am or Ritesh sir, as a human being, what they stand for is very important.
Mm-hmm.
And when you style somebody personally, you need to understand what works for them, and more
Mm-hmm.
importantly, what doesn't work for them, what they will not be
Definitely.
wearing. Like, for example, they are vegans, right? They're very hardcore
Mm-hmm.
vegans. So we don't do any leathers. We don't do silks for them. We
Mm-hmm.
go that extra mile to find that organically grown vegan
Mm-hmm.
silk, or like non-leather stuff. At the same time, things that are slightly edgy or stylish. So you have to take that extra step towards somebody and make sure that you're just providing what they're looking for, and bring something new to the table each time.
Definitely. Great. So, speaking of celebrities, is there a particular celebrity that you would like to style that you haven't yet?
I
Or a
don't know.
couple,
I've
any that
I've
come to mind?
I've not really thought about it, because I've had the privilege of working with literally everybody, to be honest. And yeah, maybe I would love to work with Alia Bhatt at some point.
That's
Yeah,
really fun. Yeah.
like I really like the way that
Mm-hmm.
she's always about how comfortable she is,
Mm-hmm.
without any makeup, without any without any overtly designer stuff. She's just very comfortable in who she is, and she carries things off very well. So yeah, I would love to
Mm-hmm.
work with her at some point. And yeah,
Yeah.
Ranveer Singh, I would
Oh,
love to work
yes.
with him.
Yes.
Yeah, I would love
Yeah.
to work with him at some point.
Yeah, I'm sure those would be really fun collaborations as well for
Yeah, I'm sure.
everybody
I
to do.
hope.
Yeah. So just wrapping up the Q&A part of this, like a lot of things go behind just not just styling a person, behind films and everything that you see on camera, be it a shoot or be it a film or a video that's happening. So a lot of these artisans, like including designers or stylists, don't really come up in front and they're kind of the unsung heroes that go about in the industry. So how much do you think they actually impact the whole fashion and film industry, and how important do you think their role is?
You won't believe, but I've said it a lot of times. Especially costume department is
Hmm.
very underrated when it comes to
Definitely.
film. A lot of people give credit to, of course, the directors, the captain
Hmm.
of the ship, the DOP shoots it, the production designer designs the whole space. But one wrong costume, one wrong color, it'll spoil the visual. People don't
Definitely.
understand the extent of work that we
Hmm.
put in, the time and the energy that goes in. Um, and I mean, I think we are underrated heroes. Yeah.
Definitely. And I think an outfit or a look definitely brings out that self-expression that a character is trying to put out in the film. So
Yeah,
it's very,
yeah.
very
I
important.
mean, and some people don't understand that how many people are we dealing at one point and trying to get to sit together on one particular thing in one frame for one
Hmm.
outfit. It's not just what the DOP will like. It's not just how the light will work on that fabric. It's
Hmm.
not how the director wants to look at it. It's also about the actor. It's also whether it works for me as an HOD, if it
Hmm.
is feasible for me to source for it at that point of time. It's a lot of things put together, but at a lot of times you're not given that credit.
Right.
So it is, I think, the most underrated department when it comes to film
Hmm.
industry. While I say that, I also believe that over the years, people have started taking a lot more interest in this department. A lot of people have started giving us the due credit that we deserve.
Right.
But still, there is a long road ahead.
I'm sure. Yeah. I think that was very well said by you. So I think that as hopefully as the years go by, the costume designers and the entire back end of the film that just come out. So now we're going to go to a fun section that we call Slay and Nay, where basically I'll just give you two options and you have to pick one out of them. We have a couple of fun questions and some related to fashion as well. So just starting out on a lighter note, do you prefer lace Lace tops or more embroidered tops?
Lace tops.
For sure. Okay. Bold colors or neutral tones?
I mean, it that totally depends on what side I've woken up on. I am literally like I love colors, but someday,
Mm-hmm.
like if it's about my interiors in my house, in my
Mm-hmm.
space, I mean, if you can see what's behind me, what
Mm-hmm.
I'm wearing, it's gonna be like very European colors. But someday I really want to wear like the brightest lime green in my wardrobe. So I think that's
Nice.
very subjective. That's very
I think
subjective.
that's great. You're just open to whatever you're
Yeah,
feeling
yeah,
that
yeah.
day. So it's awesome. Yeah. So red carpet glam or casual chic?
Casual chic.
Hmm. So a little bit on fun questions. Would you prefer if you got a wine stain on your favorite dress or broke your favorite pair of heels?
Oh, of course, Weinstein. I'll probably
Right.
get
I
get
completely
that
agree.
outfit re-dyed,
Yeah.
but not breaking my heels for
Hmm.
sure.
I completely agree. So if you like chaat, would you rather eat pani puri with Pepsi or have to have it with black coffee?
No, black coffee.
Caffeine.
Yeah, 100%.
So
The mother needs the king.
definitely, yeah. So on a day off, would you prefer to go on a fancy dinner or just sit on your couch and get some takeout food?
No, no, I'm a very fancy dinner person.
Great. Yeah.
I'm
You
not
can
sure
just
whether my husband is watching this live, but he would agree.
great, yeah. So sneakers with a dress or a good pair of heels with jeans?
Both. I think both. I mean, like I said, it totally depends on what mood I'm in that day. I would carry off a pair of heels with a jeans, even if I have to go down and like just loiter around in the market.
Mm-hmm.
And most of the days I'm in sneakers and dress. So both.
Cute. Yeah. Great. So, would you rather wear the most gorgeous dress but it has an extremely uncomfortable and itchy fabric, or a very, very comfortable outfit, but it's a pretty plain outfit?
No, I'm always about comfort first. Like I said,
Mhm.
I don't believe in pain is gain. So
Yeah.
please, no
And I
pain.
think after being a mom,
No
especially, you've gone more towards the comfort
chance.
zones.
Not
Yeah.
a chance.
Yeah, definitely. So, this is one related more to makeup. Would you rather have smudged eyeliner or clumpy mascara?
No, no, smudged eyeliner is fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll probably like just rub it myself. I'll smudge it myself, so I'm okay to carry that.
Great. Now that we're actually on a virtual live session, would you rather have slow internet or a phone with very, very low battery?
I'm running on 18% battery right now, so that's what
Great.
always. I mean, with a baby or even without a baby,
Hmm.
it's always a pain to charge phones because I am
Yep,
constantly
definitely.
on the phone. Either I'm talking to my assistants or I'm trying to talk to designers, sourcing something, doing something, talking to tailors. My phone is always out of battery.
Yeah, completely relate. I think everybody can relate to that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, coming to the last segment of this live session, this is the rapid fire round where you can answer the questions either quickly with a couple of words or you can elaborate if you want to. So, just a couple of questions on that. So, what's your favorite fashion city to draw inspiration from?
Paris.
Of course. Yes. What do you think about how right now with social media culture, other than just editing to make the dresses or outfits look better, a lot of celebrities do end up editing their personal like photos on social media. So do you have a take on that, on what it
I
impacts?
really don't. It's a personal choice how people want to
Mm-hmm.
look and portray themselves
Definitely.
outside. Given an opportunity, I wouldn't do that. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
I'm okay with um, being looked at if I'm slightly heavy or if I'm
Mm-hmm.
discolored, if I don't have even tone. I'm absolutely okay. One has to be confident about the way they are. I mean,
Absolutely.
we shouldn't give into these perfect looking norms and all of that. I think that's taking away from your individuality. You should really own up to what you have and what God has
Yeah.
made you.
Yeah, definitely. And I think right now, with the current generation and with how fashion is going right now, people are breaking a lot of so-called fashion rules. So, what do you think is your favorite so-called fashion rule to break?
Yeah, just as we discussed, I don't think we need to look a certain type. We don't
Hmm.
need to have that model body. We just need to be confident about ourselves and just walk out. Don't try to, of course, there are certain dresses that look great when you're wearing corsets, when you have that shape. But
Hmm.
even if you don't, it's absolutely okay. Just be
Yeah.
yourself. Just that's the
Hmm.
mantra. Just be yourself.
Yeah. I think that's a really great message to put out there and a great motto to have in general, not just with fashion. So, who's your favorite designer at the moment?
So yeah, I mean, just last night I was looking at the
Mm-hmm.
Couture Week, and Kunal Rawal has done a great job.
Mm,
I feel even Varun Behl has done a lovely job, and yeah, I mean, these two are they were really spectacular. Their collection
right.
was great. It was absolutely great.
Great,
Yeah, but
great.
Kunal has done a great work. I mean, the way Ranbir looked yesterday,
Hmm.
last evening, it was fab.
Yeah. So, what fashion era inspires you the most?
See, I'm, so I was born in 89. 90s
Hmm.
is literally like I grew up looking at Shah Rukh Khan and looking at, a lot of Will Smith and, this international fashion. So yeah, 90s, I love the 90s. Those
Great.
oversized blazers, that's it. I feel that's where we've taken inspiration when we say athleisure, when we say like really glam looking workout looks, which are teamed up with your chic fashion. So yeah, 90s, I love the 90s fashion.
Awesome, awesome. Now, coming back to a lot of people have requested this. So, like, tell me one thing about Genelia in general or that you love about her style statement.
Genelia, ma'am, is the most confident person I have met
Hmm.
in my life. Like, legit. Her energy is infectious. And
Hmm.
I had just mentioned this a couple of days ago when I was doing a Q&A on my
Hmm.
Instagram page. And a lot of people were asking me, tell me your bond with her. How do you work with her? And, what is the best thing
Hmm.
about her? Her confidence, her positive energy is literally the best thing. Like anything, even if
Hmm.
something's going wrong, she's going to be so positive about it, and she'll ensure that the person who's probably messed up is also
Hmm.
being positive about it, so they can probably
Right.
repair. Yeah, things go wrong, but her idea is always about, okay, let's sort this out, and then we'll probably mull over it.
Hmm.
So
Great.
that sort of ideology is like absolutely fantastic. I mean, her confidence
Yeah. And I think that, sorry, you cut off a little bit.
is not
Mm.
not naming anybody particularly, but it's always look at another female and want to be better than her. Um,
Hmm.
she just doesn't bother.
I think that's a really positive environment to
That's
be working in as well.
literally the best thing. I mean,
Hmm.
you as a stylist, I really crave to work with her for the next opportunity.
That's
She is
amazing.
so open about
Hmm.
creatively what you want to bring, and then she has her own inputs. It's just a great amalgamation, I feel.
Hmm. Now coming to last couple of questions. So rank these Bollywood actresses in terms of their red carpet fashion. So Deepika Padukone, Priyanka Chopra, Kareena Kapoor, Alia Bhatt, and Sonam.
For me, Sonam's the first
Hmm.
because Sonam's red carpet fashion is just insane. Like, she can
Right.
make rags look like couture, I feel. After Sonam, I feel it's Deepika, then Alia, then Kareena, and then Priyanka.
Great. Okay. So the next question is rate the fashion evolution of these new Bollywood like newcomers in the field. So Janvi Kapoor, Ananya Pandey, Sara Ali Khan, Tara Sutaria, and Kiara Advani.
I feel Tara's transformation has been a great job with Tara.
Mm-hmm.
And after Tara, I feel Kiara is also really being styled
Mm-hmm.
well. Lakshmi, I think, is styling Kiara. She's doing a fab job again.
Mm-hmm.
Then we have, sorry, I've forgotten the names. Tara, Kiara,
Janvi,
Janvi.
Ananya, and Sara Ali Khan.
Yeah, Janvi and Ananya, and then Sara, I feel.
Okay, got it. Now, if you could swap wardrobes with any Bollywood actor for a week, who would it be and why?
I don't think I'll fit into it, but yeah, of course, Deepika's outfits. I mean, the way she carries herself, look at her body, man. I'm like in awe of her
Mhm.
body. Yeah, I would really want to steal her wardrobe. And I would also want to steal Karina's. Karina is so easy peasy with her everyday looks. Like, I would really want to, snatch it away right now for,
Mhm.
because I'm slightly plumpier than I was before. So, nothing like
But I'm
easy
sure you
peasy.
could pull off anything, so I don't think you should be worried about that.
I don't know how much I can pull off right now.
And now coming to our last and final question, what is a dream project of yours, or what are you currently looking forward to working on?
I'm so excited about. I'm currently working on The Crew, and just the
Mm-hmm.
last segment of the film is remaining, which I
Mm.
think will happen in a couple of months. We'll be shooting that. I'm really, really looking forward to it. We have some great actors on board. I really look up to them. I'm working with Riya Kapoor. I really, I really love her, and yeah, so that is something that I'm really looking forward to.
Awesome. It was really great talking to you today, Karishma. I think
Same here.
we all learned a lot about you and a lot about how the industry is at the moment and how you're navigating this new part of your life. So thank you so much for joining
Most
us.
welcome. It was lovely talking to you. I wish all the best to LynkTown. I hope it really
Thank you.
does wonders because it's a great,
Thank
great
you so much.
concept. Looking at what the
Mhm.
society is right now, it's an absolutely lovely concept.
Great. Thank you
Thank
so much. We'll
you. Bye
talk to you soon
bye.
sometime then. Bye bye.